I have further thoughts about Gennady Golovkin versus David Lemieux. And it's amazing what you can learn when you watch two guys do a face-off show. Now, I know now for a fact, I wasn't sure before, but I know now for a fact, Gennady Golovkin is not a nice person. You get this a fact, he's not nice. The PR and the people around him getting him to smile all the time. Look, they're making Gennady Golovkin be a nice guy for the cameras. Gennady Golovkin's not a nice guy. Gennady Golovkin enjoys hurting people for a living. Get this straight. Some people box for a living because it's the way they're making money. This guy actually likes hurting people. Now, I got the impression about this at the beginning about him, but I wasn't so sure. I kept saying, good boy Golovkin, good boy, he's good boy, nice smile, smile. And in translation, you thought, oh, what a cute guy, he's nice, he did a Mexican dance with a Mexican hat. This guy is brutal. And we went back and studied this guy a little further. And it was when he was sitting down with Lemieux. There's a point where Max Kellerman asks Lemieux what he thinks of Golovkin. He's talking about Golovkin. And Golovkin just suddenly comes out of good boy character. And he just looks at Lemieux. And if looks could kill, David Lemieux would have been a dead man there and then. Then he talked about Curtis Stevens. And Stevens was basically talking to Gennady Golovkin. And he got Gennady mad. So Gennady said, you know what? I'm not going to knock you out straight away. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to beat you up bad. And then I'm going to knock you out. Like a pussycat playing with a mouse. Now that's all well and good. And that's fine against guys that you know you can beat. There is one thing about Golovkin though, which if I've not said it before, I'll say it again. At the level he's been at so far, when the people get hit by him, they are stunned. They absolutely are shocked. Now, what I'm trying to work out here for myself is this. Now, a lot of people are rooting for Golovkin and saying Golovkin is an overwhelming favourite. And I don't blame them by saying he's an overwhelming favourite. Golovkin's the guy who's got the momentum. People say he's a better boxer, better fighter. Sure, okay, all those things you can't really argue at the moment. Lemieux's been beat, he's been knocked out, he's got a poor stamina, he's got a crap chin. Okay, fine, all those things. But Lemieux's got the biggest punch, I think, that Golovkin's faced in his whole career. A lot of people say, well, Lemieux's not going to land, Golovkin's going to take him out of there. The one weakness that Gennady Golovkin has shown in his career is concentration. Some would say, oh no, he's taking his time, he's getting hit with shots. Concentration. He cannot afford to lose concentration for 1 second against Lemieux because he has the power to take him out. I don't know how hard Gennady Golovkin's been hit. And there's some guys that when they've never been down in their career, when they do go down, they don't know how to get back up. And there's some guys who, when they go down, get up quite quickly and are able to recover. And, I don't know what sort of a chin Golovkin's really got. And if anyone's going to test his chin, it's David Lemieux. But like I said, Golovkin's not a nice piece of work. His PR team have made him look into being a nice guy, doing nice things and looking nice and soft and sweet. But this guy, he'll take your head off. And he's definitely got what it takes, internally, I think, to intimidate fighters for sure. So he understands intimidation. But I don't think he's playing. I think he's serious. How good Gennady Golovkin is, I don't know. And I still will hold back a little bit. I know he's got skill, he's got talent, he can punch. He's a bad man. But I still want to see him pass the test. And so I know everyone's pushing him up. Oh yeah, let's push him up to be the next pound for pound. And, Gennady Golovkin replaces Mayweather. I'm not for that. You know what? I think there's a huge disrespect to Floyd Mayweather. When you think of the amount of fighters Floyd Mayweather's fought, the length and who was unbeaten for all of his career, spanning over 20 years. For a guy who's 32 or 33, who's now going in his first real meaningful test against David Lemieux, to put him, by beating Lemieux, into being a pound for pound number one, I'm sorry, I can't agree with that. I know a lot of people, for political reasons, want to see Gennady Golovkin's face at the top because his face fits. but you can't make something if it is or it's not. I'm not saying Golovkin's not there, but if Golovkin's going to go up there, then sorry, what about Kovalev? Kovalev has fought more world champ, beaten better fighters at the moment than he has. You know, beating an unbeaten Nathan Cleverly, going and beating a legend in Bernard Hopkins, stopping the unstoppable, Jean Pascal. So I think those performances, and that's consistently fighting back-to-back top fighters. So I don't know how Golovkin gets to suddenly jump to number one. You've got Andre Ward that's still about. You've got Rigondeaux, who's certainly one in the top 3 or top 4 in the world. You've got Vladimir Klitschko, who's made countless defenses of the world title and been around for so long. So I don't know how Golovkin jumps to number one. I know people would like Golovkin to be number one, and it's a nice face to have instead of Mayweather's face, but I'm sorry, I can't go with that. Golovkin may well destroy Lemieux, and as soon as he hits him, Lemieux may fall over. But I think if Lemieux's to win this fight, he's going to hit Gennady first minute of the round, out there, hit Gennady, get his back against the ropes, and land punches there. Keep Gennady on his back against the rope. Do not allow Gennady Golovkin to get forward, throw punches. Because if Lemieux allows Gennady to start to set up punches and start to land, he could be finding himself looking up at the lights with that same look that Curtis Stevens had. What the hell did I just get hit with? And after seeing going back and watching Curtis Stevenson get hit the way he got hit and the way he fell over, that wasn't like I've been hit with a punch. That was like, what the hell did I just get hit with? The guy hits that hard. And the way Lemieux is smiling at the moment, I hope he's smiling, meaning I mean business, and not smiling, being nervous. But being nervous isn't a bad thing. I just think it's going to be a great fight, whichever way. I don't think it goes 12 rounds. And somebody's definitely getting knocked out. It could be the case of who lands first. Those are my final thoughts on this fight. I'm out of here.